binoculars. Welcome back to Viva Barca and welcome to another interesting episode where we are going to be discussing on the latest developing stories. We start with Ferran Torres, as it has been reported that Barca are planning to count on the exit linked forward next season. We are going to be discussing on that as we progress. Then secondly, talking about this Brazilian prodigy, Vitor Roque, as the Barca centre-forward targets father and also his agent spotted at the club today, according to Gerard Romero. We are also going to be discussing more on that. So guys, as we get right into it in much detail, please do ensure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch right up to the very end. Ferran Torres has had a difficult first full season at FC Barcelona. The Spanish forward joined the club from Manchester City in January last year in a deal worth €55 million, but he has failed to live up to the expectations. It led to him failing to get enough minutes for large parts this season. Even when he did, Ferran Torres did not always make the most out of those minutes, leading to question marks over his future at the club. With FC Barcelona needing one or more big sales in the summer, to address their financial fair play issues, Torres' name has been touted as a possible departee along with that of Ansu Fati. But according to Tony Juan Marti, Barcelona are not considering the prospect of selling Ferran Torres in the summer, and so they are also planning on counting on him for next season. In recent games, the former Manchester City and Valencia player is starting to show, some spark. He put on an impressive performance this past Saturday against Elche, scoring and assisting a goal each as Barca trashed Elche 4-0 at the Estadio Manuel Martinez Valero. Manager Xavi Hernandez praised Ferran Torres' commitment and talents after that game. He said, "Ferran always works hard. It's an honor to coach him because he's an honest and hard-working player," Xavi said. So Ferran Torres himself has his heart set on succeeding at the Camp Nou, according to latest report, and is not paying heed to any of those rumors that have been linking him to an exit. Ferran Torres so far has scored 6 goals and set up 2 more from 35 appearances across all competitions. While those numbers are not groundbreaking, recent displays have shown that if used right, the 23-year-old can be an asset. So Barcelona at this moment plan to count on him for next season and not offload him despite the rumors of an exit. Ferran Torres have not had the best of seasons. It is no secret. We know that. And honestly, well, if you want to talk about players that many fans would like to leave, Ferran Torres should be among. Barca needs to cash out. Barca needs to sell some players, honestly, if they really want to bring in new ones and to comply with the wage rules. And it will be difficult. It will be difficult if player sales don't take place. Ferran Torres have been one of those players that have been strongly linked with an exit, but the player does not want to leave, as you would expect any player to say that he wants to stay and succeed. Ferran Torres have not had the best at all, if you want to look overall in his time at Barca. He came last season in January. After doing so well under Pep Guardiola, he left coming to Barca for game time, but nothing have showed, no positives, honestly, and I think if you ask me personally, in my own opinion, I would say, look, if Barca are in a serious situation or in a dire situation where, they need to sell somebody, then definitely I think Ferran for me should be among. Because honestly, I don't think Ferran continue this way to the end of the season, and you expect him to, I don't know, because he has, since he came, almost 1.5 seasons ago, he has not proved to be that player that Barca needs. And I don't see no reason why Barca should be keeping him if they're in a dire situation where they need to sell. in order to comply with the wage rules. As we know, the kind of players that we are linked with, they can't come to the club if things are not being put in order. And I definitely think Laporta should do just that. So it's not going to be an easy summer because a lot of evaluation, a lot of things need to be considered before decisions made, because some decisions can crumble the club while some decisions can make the club even more bigger. So it's just to have faith and hopefully that the Barca board make the best decision as to player sales and of course to comply with the wage rules. Then on to the next story of discussion. According to Gerard Romero, Barcelona just had a meeting with the entourage of Brazilian prodigy Vitor Roque, who is a top transfer target for the summer. The 18-year-old attacking sensation has been making waves with his performances for Atlético Paranense and the Brazil under-20 national team as well, while he recently got called up to the Seleção senior team as well, that is the Brazil national team. Barca have identified Roque as their primary candidate to reinforce the attacking line. The 18-year-old is seen as the ideal candidate to provide cover for Robert Lewandowski and go on to replace him as the first choice striker in due time. However, recent reports had suggested that the Blaugrana was running the risk of missing out on Vitor Roque, as clubs like Arsenal and Chelsea had upped their interest in the 18-year-old as well, with his father and agent being spotted in London. Arsenal, in particular, were said to be leading the chase for the Brazilian prospects. At the same time, the Catalans' financial fair play issues were also cited as a hurdle in any operation. However, Roca is said to be prioritizing a move to Football Club Barcelona despite the interest from Premier League as well as PSG and AC Milan. With the player still having his heart set on a move to Barca, his father, Juvenal Ferreira, and his agent, Pessoa, who happens to be the right-hand man of Andre Corey, a former associate of the Catalans, were spotted leaving the club's Ciutat Esportiva complex earlier today. It indicates that a meeting took place between the club and the teenager's entourage, and it will certainly be interesting to see if it helped advance the summer transfer for him. So guys, with that we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.